hey, you're about to see a video for the Rockett Uni-Verb, which is kind of cool. And I don't know what happened. It might be a distinct lack of that extra liter of coffee that I didn't have. It might be that it was a very long day. That's all excuses. It might be my overconfidence that, dude, it's a freaking univibe pedal. I know how they work. I know all the controls. I don't really need to prepare for this too much. I throw it on the table. I've done univibes all the time. So put it on the table and do it. And then it wasn't very good. I mean, it sounds good. The pedal's great. And I'm pretty as always. But, oh my God, I didn't even know just watch the video, but it's chaotic and wrong. And I decided to leave it that way because it's more funny. And you're still hearing the sounds. Just don't take everything that I say for granted. Just look at the titles a little bit more. It's a good idea. Boy, do I look stupid in this video. Welcome, you snobby pedal people. Why am I saying you snobby pedal people? But because when it comes to le univibe, as they say in the original Swedish, we are very picky when it comes to our univibe sounds. And I saw that come to its most ridiculousness when Pedal Pawn released a very true recreation of the original univibe without the swelly thing. And it was big and bulky, hand-painted switchy knob in the middle for chorus and vibrato. And the thing was like $500 and you guys bought the shit out of it. Now, what we're looking at today is as true a recreation, but in a more practical way with added reverb from a company we know and trust. And here it is. It's the Uni-Verb. It's not Univibe, it's Uni-Verb. From Rockett. Now, this expands a little bit on, I think, intensity and speed, like a little bit more than the original, but really, really true recreation. It's actually crooked. True recreation. It's a good sounding univibe, that's the point. And these things apparently are expensive to make. Something about opto things and so many opto things. I know nothing about what's inside. I just know it does an amazing swooshy, whooshy, whooshy. And it's my favorite swooshy, whooshy, whooshy. Chorus can sound beautiful. Chorus can give you something widening, a beautiful shimmer. Chorus is kind of the crystal or the diamond of the guitar sounds. Univibe goes and makes that dirty and filthy. It's kind of the diamond that the pimp gives to, I don't know. It's a pimpy diamond. I don't know what, you see what I'm trying to say? It's gritty and guttery, not nice and shiny. I love Univibe for that. It's my favorite modulation. This one is freaking awesome. I got a couple things to critique. We get to that. It is smaller. It is not more affordable than the Pedal Pawn. There's also, of course, Jeddah. You can get the viscous or vicious vibe from TC, which is, of course, all digital. And do you really want an all digital Univibe? I don't know. There are companies that do great Univibes. There are some that try and they sound like a bad chorus. Blah. It's tough to really nail, especially a lot of digital recreations are too clean. They're not blah, they're not guttery. This has all the dirt that it needs. So let's look at it. This says chorus mix, but as I found out, it is not. It is mix in general. It is vibe or chorus mix. You turn it off here, and that turns off and on and off the vibe section, which is a little bit confusing because it says reverb right here. So this should say univibe or vibe and reverb, I think, because this seems like it would turn off the whole pedal, but in reality, it doesn't. Right here, the reverb, and we can check this, but I think that's how it is on. So this is vibe on and off, reverb on and off, switch between chorus and vibrato with a rather dimly lit green or red LED. Which one is which? You have no idea unless you remember it. Remember it. Maybe actually writing chorus in green, vibrato in green and chorus in red, or having a red dot and a green dot above it. Just talking about visual feedback here. Then again, it's a classic series from Rockett that, you know, back in the day, there was none of that. So are we really bitching about that? Well, I am. By the way, back in the day, the Univibe pedal was invented actually to be a Leslie simulator. It fucking sucked as a Leslie simulator, but it was great as a gritty, guttery thing that Hendrix just freaking loved, which is why we're playing a Strat today. So you got the mix, you got the dwell, don't even know what that does, it dwells. Intensities is how much, but then is dwell how much? No, we're gonna find out. Speed, as I say in France, is how fast does it swooshy whoosh. You've got one knob for reverb, which is probably mix, and that's all there is, and it's very likely a springy kind of reverb. I'm thinking that's done digitally. I don't think there's springs in here. And you've got output. But if we look at the back, and that's the cool thing, it is meant to be used as two independent pedals because you've got an input a send and a return and an output. But don't see it as a send and a return. Actually, in this video, that's how we're using it. But you can say in and out for the vibe side. Then you run all your other pedals and in and out for the reverb side. So you can really run it as 2 individual pedals, either on a looper switcher or in your pedal chain, you can put this on 2 different parts of the chain. Because your univibe side, this one, needs to be really early on. Kind of like, see it as a wah pedal, really early on in the chain. And then your reverb, you want really late in the chain. What I did in the effects loop, let's call it that, I put the Volta 1987 in there. That's a great blown up plexi thing, as you will see. Of course, you could put something in there like the El Hombre from J Rockett or any J Rockett drive, which even like, you know, the Archer Cloney thing. But I have this on the table and we're already pushing a freaking J Rockett pedal. So, you know, why 2? Come on. They didn't pay for that. They paid for 1. No, I'm joking. I just like the 87 right now. It's the flavor of the day. So, I mean, what's there to be said about the Univibe? It's going to be swooshy whooshing. Clean with this thing, which is an old Magmo thing. Nothing special. It's just a Stratty thing. Quentin James, shut your mouth. It's a good headstock. Oh, wait. Basement Guitar Superstar or someone like this asked me to call them a fucker. Or fuck off you fucker. Something like this. Did I do it right? I don't know. You are. That's what you are. Moving on. I don't even know if he watches that video. Basement guitar. Some basement dude needs to be a fucker, and you are. Moving on. Into the Univerb. Into the 87 in the effects loop. Through into my little board here, but it's not doing anything other than tuning. And that's going into the Tone King Sky King on the clean. Of course, we could put it into other amps. However, if we're putting it before the amp, which is how my system is set up, then the reverb side would kind of be pointless. So we're really only running the Tone King now. And here we are in clean. Into the aux with the 412 Creamback loaded cab. Uniside. It obviously has something Leslie-ish happening. Not that Leslie up there. The different, the spinny kind of Leslie. But it's not it. It's a bad Leslie, but it's an amazing Univibe. Let's quickly go on the reverb side. There's really nothing to explore other than one knob. Something about surfy stuff. Does it drip? I don't even know what that means. Go to Ryan to find out if it drips. It's got a... It's nice. It's a nice reverb. It can be your more luscious verb, but probably you're gonna use it for just a bit of depth. Try new chords. So with this, to really hear what's going on, I think we should give it some drive because it's just more fun. Yeah, without the mix knob up, nothing. But why does it say chorus mix? Why doesn't it just say vibe mix or general mix? Admiral mix. Really, I can't actually tell what dwell. I can't tell what dwell does. I mean, I'm a professional in this field, I should know. But I'm going to roll over here. Think I have a pre-production model without a manual. So that would have been helpful. I'm a bit confused now, but fine. What I just read said, first of all, 9 volt, obviously. But internally, it's operating on 24 volts, as it should, based on the original. But it said that the chorus mix, the intensity control, also controls the vibrato. However, the chorus mix control does not. But it does. I mean, I am on vibrato now. And that clearly does something. So that I'm confused. That description is not correct. So we will figure it out as we go. One thing that is kind of a little bit sad to me is that there's no pulsating speed knob. That was kind of nice on the pedal pawn. It had the big classic Fender light, and that was actually pulsating. It's kind of a neat thing. Not super necessary, but cool to have. So the dwell needs to be the reverb control. I'm an idiot. I'm going to leave all this in to show you what kind of an idiot I am. It's clearly for the reverb. But I had other univibes. I don't know. Yes, that is more of a reverb tail size. I was confused because I had univibes with a dwell control. That's confusing. Because I know the pedal pawn had a dwell knob, and that was for the vibe. Difficult. I'm sorry, but without a manual, difficult. Okay, now we got it. So the reverb has more control than just the one knob. There's a dwell knob. Damn it! This is a bad video, apparently. But you still... Look, you're still watching. You're learning with me. It blooms up more. More subtle sounds there. Box goes away. Okay. So that's got nothing to do with our, because we heard it, vibe side, which is fucking awesome. You just want to play solos with that. Let's do it. Come on. Crank up the verb. Crank up the frickin' thing here to 11. Yeah, those are the sounds I would want out of my vibe. Just crazy blown upness. Can it work beautifully clean? Yes, it can. But it's not as noticeable. But that's still nice. Realistically, I would always want to have that on just to give that clean a little bit of movement. I mean, watch what happens when I turn it off. Now, naturally, the vibe will cut off a little bit of the top end and the brilliance because it's a filter. That's what it does. So let's go to chorus mode. Now, if you're looking for a big, lush 80s chorus, that's not it. It is definitely a more subtle chorus, even if I crank up everything. Now it's actually more vibrato. And yet again, I was wrong. Why can't I understand this pedal? So what we had before was chorus mode. Now we're in vibrato mode, where the chorus knob doesn't do anything. What's wrong with me today? I explained this completely wrong. I mean, I could say lack a manual, but that's dumb because it's a very simple pedal. So let's do this again. Let's make it big. Very quick. Red is vibrato mode. Green is chorus mode. Why they're calling it chorus, I don't know, because it's a univibe, which is, okay, that's how it always was. I get it. So in vibrato mode, which is where we are now, we weren't there earlier, this doesn't do anything, as you can tell right now, because we're clearly hearing the vibrato happening. But intensity is clearly active. We switch to chorus, which is now the univibe. It's just the terminology is confusing me. I get it, that's how it used to be. So the chorus mix is a univibe, a vibe mix, which is not doing anything in vibrato mode, which is red. Up to here, it's subtle, just be careful. Higher speeds. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I don't like vibrato, but that is fucking nice. Personally, I'm the vibe guy. They both have their charm. The vibrato has to be kind of set up correctly to be noticeable, but not too much, because it doesn't work for me. But this right here, that's where it's at. Okay, so we're through here. Now, this is, if you look at the size, my hand and the pedal, it's a decently sized pedal. It doesn't eat up a lot of space on your pedal board. And from what I understand, doing a univibe in a small enclosure is difficult because of the opto components. It's got the original look and colors and font. It's all there. If you're looking for classic, which J-Rockett already proved with their Clockwork delay, which is a recreation of a Memory Man, and it's freaking lush and amazing, then this is where you're going to go. It comes with a price tag. I think in the US, it's knocking at 500. In Europe / Germany, no, actually, a US map is 449, so it might be slightly lower. In Europe, 529. So realistically, street price could be under 500, but that's a high price tag for a specific kind of sound. In this case, you're also getting a great reverb. But you really want to know that univibe is something you need on your board. And if you need it on your board, then you want the best one, and that is one of them. There are other options, but they're all going to clock in at that much money. If you want a real vibe, that's how much it is. Can't say, yay, the price is, that's good. Go for it. What a steal. quality and all of that. But it's J Rockett, and univibes aren't cheap as it is. So I'm happy that I've got it. Thank you, J Rockett. Because again, 2 rocks, 1 stone. No, 2 flies, 1 mosquito. No, 2 birds, 1 stone. That's how, this is the 1 stone and you're hitting the reverb and the univibe bird. I'm sorry that this video had probably 85% misinformation, but those are the days that we live in now. Fake news and all that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for commissioning the video. I don't know why you did. And I'll put links below to the univerb from J Rockett. Animals at the end.